Welcome back, Wolfpack Villas here. This is going to be your shiny hunting guide using the DexNav in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. You can kind of compare it to the Poke Radar in many ways, but also it's very different. So we can just kind of compare these as we go through it. First off, what you want to do is you want to catch the Pokemon you're looking for shiny, and then just tap it. That if you tap it on the bottom screen, you can get this option to search it, and this will pretty much start your chain. That this is already superior to the Poke Radar, and that you can choose which Pokemon you want to start chaining with instead of having to dice roll and hope you get the right one. Also, if you notice in the bottom, there's 3 stars and a red exclamation point. That means that this Pokemon is going to have at least 3 IVs maxed out, which is already awesome. So, I mean, if you get the right amount of luck, you can get a shiny with high IVs, egg moves, and even a hidden ability. So, similar to the DexNav, or similar to the Poke Radar, you need to feint the Pokemon or catch it. You can't run away or else it breaks the chain. And then we can also get into chain breaking. So, what is a chain? A chain is when you've encountered the same Pokemon multiple times. So if we go here, and we search, and we encounter Klefki again, we're going to come into our second chain. So let's go over here, and if we don't mess this up, we can just go, and this is going to be chain number 2. With the second chain, it makes it slightly more likely that a Pokemon will be shiny in that chain, and I think it caps out at 40. So once you've encountered 40 Pokemon in a row, you have the lowest possible chance, or the highest chance of getting a shiny with the lowest odds. So that's kind of the goal, is you want to keep building up a chain, and through time, you can even see a Pokemon at chain 15, chain 20, because the odds get progressively better. So right there, we just got another one, and then we can just go and click search again. Now you can move around and tap search, so that's one thing. Also, a chain will break if you encounter a Pokemon, so Super Repels are recommended. That Super Repels have the best bang for your buck, and I just have a ton of them stockpiled. If you encounter a trainer, if you leave the route, if you go into a house, that will end your chain as well. So pretty much what you just need to do is focus on knocking out the Pokemon. That you'll know when you're doing it right. That it doesn't feel wrong is, I guess, the best way of putting it. That as long as you're hitting search, going straight to that Pokemon, knocking it out, you'll be fine. Now, you might have noticed I'm very low on PP right now. That's because I've been doing a lot of chains, and I've been failing a lot of chains as well as failing a lot of recordings. Which, you know, that's just not good overall. But anyway, once we get into the next battle, have Lepa Berries stocked up or some kind of form of PP restore. Or just multiple Pokemon. So we'll just hit search again. And there we go. So now we're going to head over to this battle. I have a lot of Lepa Berries stocked up. Lepa Berries, they're found all over the region, and they're really easy to get. So you just plant a ton of them, most likely at the berry fields, and you can have a lot of Lepa Berries. That way you can keep the PP restore, and you can stay in a chain very long. So that's pretty much what this battle is going to be. Unfortunately, I'm just going to like use a Lepa Berry on Surf or something. Oh, it was actually my last use item because I've been doing this for so long. So there's that. Use it on Surf, because why not? So now this was the third Klefki I encountered, I believe. And the thing is that it's actually really nice what they did with the DexNav, is that you can actually figure out if you're still in a chain through the level of the Pokemon. That whenever you encounter a Pokemon, every 5th Pokemon you encounter will be 10 levels higher than the one previous. So that Klefki was level 18. And then if we go and we find this Klefki, whoop, this was Klefki's level 28. So that means that was my 4th Klefki I fainted, and this is my 5th. So you can actually keep track of how many Klefkis you fought, or how many Pokemon you fought, by doing some math. That this one's going to be level 28, so that means I've already done 5. Now, after that, the overall level goes up by 1. So it'll go from 18 to 19 after this battle, which means if I'm at a Klefki that's level 29, then that means that's my 10th battle. So you can actually keep track without having to like have a counter or anything overall, and it does tell you if you're in the chain or not. That if suddenly you see a lower level Pokemon than the last one you fought, you did something to break the chain. And that's really all there is to it, that you just want to search, get to the Pokemon. You do also have to worry about timeouts, that if you take too long to get to the Pokemon, that it will break the chain. Also, if you walk and scare the Pokemon, it'll break the chain, so you always have to be sneaking pretty much. And my circle pad is really bad because I play a lot of Super Smash Bros., so sometimes I'll just randomly walk and I'll break the chain. So try not to do that. Just have a lot of patience for it. If you need to take a break, do it in the battle. You know, this Klefki's level 19. I know I'm in the 6th chain. Just going to, if I need a drink, if I need to just chill, you can do that while in the battle. You can also use your Lepa Berries while in the battle. And then after that, just keep searching. Now, I wanted to catch a shiny for you guys, because what other proof is the best proof than having an actual shiny Pokemon? Unfortunately, I've never been good at the Poke Radar, and I'm not doing too well with this. As you can look at the bottom, it says search level. That's how many times you've encountered the Pokemon. So I've been trying to catch a shiny since like search level 5, and it just keeps backfiring. So hopefully you guys will tolerate me not finding a shiny, but at least there's things that are telling me that I was doing it right. That I had a higher level Pokemon, that I'm not really doing anything to mess up chain. I'm using super repels, and in that way it's easier. That it's a lot more straightforward, that you don't have to run back and forth 40 steps to reset a Pokeradar. That you don't have to worry about bad grass. You don't have to worry about encountering a different Pokemon. That as long as you quick search, you know it's going to be a Klefki, and you know your chain's going to continue unless you get stupid things like that. So I think it's actually better than the Pokeradar. It can be a lot quicker sometimes to just reset. You just keep going a straight line. I've heard people getting a shiny in about 40 minutes on just a really long chain. So you can work it out really well. And I think that's all there is to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I would have loved to brought you a shiny, but I just have too bad luck. And I hope you all have a nice day.